Yeah. Well, I am live apparently. Um, Give me a minute here. If you're here, please let me know in the chat. Um, I have sent a notification. Uh, so if you're here, please let me know. Um, I'm not really sure where this live is going to go. It feels like it's been here forever. Leanne, hi. Yay. Um, as you can see, I'm at my daughter's place. It's a lot easier to go live when the internet is 200 up and 200 down. Maximum of where I was staying or is staying, it's like 5 up and 5 down. So I don't know. I'm trying to work through it and see how I can add lives and stuff and come back to this channel because as much as I wanted to do all the other channels, this one is my home. Some of the changes that you have seen on my channel is I'm calling it Awakening the Soul with Cindy now. Awakening Soul Tribe is going to stay as my website, which is gonna take huge updates in the future. And I will be adding podcasts to this channel as well. So the changes is gonna make some people disappear and maybe new people come back. But I will take what the universe wants to give me at this time, confusing as it may be. I Where to begin? My goodness. Um, wow. My life has changed an extreme amount in 6 months. I feel like I've done 5 years in 6 months, in some ways. Through my emotional healing, I think this is going to take, I think emotional healing is a lifetime process. I don't think that you just overnight stop healing. That is what we are here on earth for, is to continually heal, to come back to who we are. And I stand firm on that as I share my journey now with you. uh, I hid a lot behind my emotional demons at one time, and I'm no longer hiding when it comes to that. I speak my truth a lot more than I used to, practicing in person rather than online. And I've disappeared to, because I didn't want to, I wasn't ready. I think that there comes a time where you got to focus more on yourself and you got to think about, go back to who you are. Because I have lost my identity for quite some time. I know bits and pieces of it. I think when we go through healing, we do see bits and pieces of ourselves. And then as we peel back that onion layer, we start to reveal more and more when life throws shite at us, so to speak. So yeah, that's been my journey, is all healing. Oh my God, the healing that I've had to go through is insane. The things that I've had to see in myself that I never saw before has been a challenge. I now have awareness of a lot of my own triggers. Um, there are no more, one finger pointing out, it's all fingers pointing back at me now. There is no blame on the outside. Everybody, everything, all your experiences are there to show you who you are, and show you who you are not. And that has been my experience. It has been scary seeing the truth of myself in the past 6 months. Definitely been scary. But that is what I want to share with all of you on this channel. I really do want to be able to um, share the podcast and share truths and share how I've been working on myself, what I've done to heal myself, and how my inner child has been wild. um, I feel like sometimes I'm going through the teenager stage again, and my inner teenager comes out stomping. It, in such funny ways. Like for example, last week I haven't been wearing makeup for probably a good solid 6 months. And if I do wear makeup, it's just mascara. There's no foundation, no nothing, no lipstick on my entire face. As much as I did that, I also did it to mask myself. It's like almost like a reverse masking. Um, so last week I said I put makeup on. I didn't put as much makeup on as today, but I put makeup on because I was being rebellious. If that makes sense. I decided to go, I feel like wearing makeup. And I'm stomping my feet saying that because I'm being rebellious in such a strange way that I don't even understand. I think so that I could like recognize when I'm doing something for myself or for others. And I wasn't going anywhere. And honestly, today I woke up, I didn't know I was going to do this live. And I decided I'm going to put a full face of makeup on. I'm going to do my hair. I'm going to wear a nice sweater because, okay, I have to backtrack. Some of you don't know how I've been living in the past 6 months. When I left the place I lived in, just a tiny backstory. When I left the place that I lived in 6 months ago, and I left with nothing but what could fit in my camper van. And I decided to just live in my van. So living in my van means you've got to find showers, you've got to find toilets, you've got to learn how to live very simply, and just even cooking is one element. Cooking, everything in my life changed into this tiny minimal life. And I just didn't wear makeup with it. It was too much work at some points. I'd put a hat on, cover my head because my hair was greasy from not washing it for 5 days. So that's the backstory. I still am partially living in my van, but I'm now living also in a fifth wheel that is shared with another person. They live in their vehicle as well. Strange scenario, but that's what it is right now. More on that story one day, but that is for another day. So anyways, that's where I came from. So when I'm talking about today and putting a makeup on and doing my hair, I woke up and I did it 100% for me. This is the thing that I feel like many of us forget. And it's a question that we should ask ourselves. When we choose to do things, are we choosing to do things for ourselves or for others? Even this YouTube channel. In the beginning, I chose because I wanted to create something, and 100%, I was thinking about what everyone else wanted on this channel. So the videos came with a degree of burnout. Now, I don't think I want to do that anymore. I really don't. I want to share the way I want to share. And I want to not have timeline restrictions on me. I want to share what I've learned with you. I want to be of service to you, but on my own terms. Oh, hello, everybody. Look at, I am not wearing my glasses. Okay, there is, I don't know how to say your name. It's in a different language, but I say hello. So, yes, and I'm speaking my truth to you as hopefully a teaching for you as well, to remember that you are doing things for yourself first. And if it doesn't feel light, then question where that energy is going. Is it going to you or to other people? And it's okay to do the of service to people. Of service, absolutely. But in this spiritual community now, it's almost like too far another way. Like everything has to be light and love and pure, and it makes us forget that we are here having a human experience, and we've been given 5 senses to live with and all our emotions to feel. And it's somewhere in the spiritual community we've lost that we are not allowed to feel angry, and we're not allowed to feel sad. We're not allowed to feel any of the emotions but happy, joy, and we're going to focus on always the happy and joy. But I feel like in my healing journey, what's happened from doing that is that all those negative emotions get suppressed in our bodies. And I'm seeing around me too that it's becoming something that holds in our bodies, so that we actually we get sick. There are sicknesses that develop in our body from all these suppressed emotions because we feel we're not allowed to. I see 11:11 right now. 11 people watching, streamed 11 minutes ago. Oof, the universe is speaking to us. Yeah, I think that we forget that we're allowed to feel all our emotions, and to protect our, and not to protect ourselves, to just be human, to know that we can feel all of it. Like if you're angry, feel the anger in your body and just let it move through you. Let it move through you. Let it feed the earth. Let it come through with your entire being, through your feet and out into the earth. But feel it. Don't tell yourself it needs to disappear from your body or to fight against feeling anger, because that is what makes it find a home in your body and store. Do you know what I mean? It makes us sick. And because I was not allowed to feel these emotions, or didn't allow myself to feel these emotions, I started feeling them in my physical body. Oh, you're so welcome, Anne. Ah, I really do hope. Hi, Mara. I really do hope that I'm able to continue creating these as often as I can. I do hope to do that. I find too, when I'm creating Reiki videos, like when it's for me, I also feel healing energy for myself. So it helps me helping you and you helping me. So we're all here helping each other. Um, I do Yeah, I do think I want to create more, but the issues I'm having is with when I don't have access to higher speed internet, which becomes harder to upload videos, and definitely lives. And I think this is the first time I've ever gone live. Am I a channel? I don't have a label on that. Am I highly intuitive? Yes, absolutely. Um, I have had visions that have come true. I do see things in patterns, and I think the patterns is right on the edge of intuition. People that are very highly intelligent in the patterns, like seeing patterns, will also appear very intuitive. So I guess maybe both, but I wouldn't consider myself a channel. Um, if you mean to Reiki energy and stuff, I'm attuned to Reiki. I am also practicing more energy healing, but I have been doing it with myself. So if that's what channeling is, then I guess that's the name for it. I really don't have a label to any of it. I do what feels right. I do what feels comes from my heart. If something calls me, I tend to now answer that call rather than force things. So, yeah. Have I seen visions of 2025? As somebody that has done numerology since very young, yes. I would love to talk about that if you're interested in that. Just, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you're interested, and I will speak briefly on what I think on 2025 from it's a very spiritual standpoint. So let me know if that's a topic. Um, I will also love to pull a few cards for whoever's watching too. So, but we'll go to that after. If there's a response to, if you're interested in what my feelings are, okay. So we got a yes. One yes is enough for me. 2025. So in numerology, we have a nine-year cycle, right? So in the 9 years, in each number, so each number, yay, each number is part of the cycle of 9 year cycle. So obviously if you look in like tarot cards too, it's the same thing. The numerology of the major arcana mean very similar things as it does in a 9 year cycle on a global collective as well as a personal individual. So with that being said, this year, 2025, we're going into a 9 year. 9 year is ending. It's also, so it's all about endings. We're going to be starting a new cycle. So 2026 is going to be the year of a brand new cycle. Exciting because we're tying up loose ends in 2025. And I think that's coming up for us in a very personal level as well as a collective level. As in the last one was a different kind. An 8 is like an action year. So this past year was an action year. 2025 is going to be a less of an action year. It's more of an assessment of where we are as a collective, an assessment of how we're going to move forward, assessment of what we have learned, goosebumps, what we've learned in the past 9 years and how we're going to bring it into the next 9 years, what is serving for the next 9 years is actually going to be pretty exciting in that way. Life as we know it is going to change. There are some things that are going to come through, I think, to try to block it a little bit. And just be aware of AI. AI serves a great purpose, but it also, we're able to copy each other. So someone could recreate this entire channel, create my face, and send out a completely different message with my face and everything. So this is a possibility of what could happen in the future. In 2025, you may start seeing that. And it's going to force us to really connect with one another on a deeper level and trust our intuition, know who is true in front of us, know what is true in front of us. Because we've practiced that for the last few years. So this is coming in 2025. Now, on a personal level, what you do with your numerology personal year is take your birth month and your birthday and add it to the year. So my birthday is July 5th, therefore that's a 7th month and a 5th day. And then 2025 adds to 9. So 9 plus 5 plus 7, it breaks down to the energy of 3. So my personal year is a 3. And so then in the ending year, 3 also being my life path, 3 is the expression, the communication number. And for me, it's going to be how I'm going to communicate. Am I going to communicate like I did in the last 9-year cycle? How I'm going to express myself? Am I going to express myself like in the last 9-year cycle? Am I going to bring it in 2026? What am I going to bring to the new cycle? What am I going to release to bring to the new cycle in a 3 number year? And that, like, say, 1 is your new beginnings. So what is new that you're going to take into 2026? What is some things that you're going to release? 2 is about I think more relationships and partnerships. What works and what hasn't worked? What are you going to release? What did you learn in the last 9 years? And so on and so forth. So you can go all the numbers and kind of match it with the year. That has been my knowledge in it. There are probably more expert numerologists that will have more information in that area. If you have a question, do post. I'll sit there for a minute and wait. If you have a question. This is my daughter's mug. Isn't it cute? But yeah, 2025 is going to be really our assessing of what's going on in the world and assessing what is going on a personal level, for sure. And depending on your personal year number. Harmony and balance. So harmony and balance, it also has relationships in there. It has all relationships, your connection to everything, harmony and balance, connecting to everything. So in the last 9 years, you've probably learned a lot about that harmony and balance and how you can, what you can release away from that, what is not helping you in creating harmony and balance in your life, and what have you learned in the last 9 years about harmony and balance in a connection to all things? Like, what are you wanting to bring into the next 9 year cycle? What is not supposed to be there anymore? If that makes sense. Um, Personal number year 5 would be, the 5 is all about change. It's in the middle where you're like not sure, like your middle ground number. So for number 5s, I feel like uh, your attitude towards change, like, has it been hard to change? Are you welcoming change? And then see where you've done great changes in the last 9 years, like, um, and in what areas to bring it to the next level, to bring your change to next level you. Interesting. 9 came up. 9. Woo! That's right. Yeah, you're going through the cycle. I wonder if, like, you were supposed to do something with the collective when it comes to that. When your energy is matching the earth, that's an interesting energy. Endings, and you're part of the endings and beginnings and understanding of truth. And the last 9 years, truth of what it feels like to have endings and beginnings, perhaps. I have a nonprofit that takes care of foster and underserved youth. We're trying to build a group foster home and housing for kids aging out of foster care, but have run into so many. Oh, that is amazing. Wow. I think this is a time to do something like that, for sure. I think everything is really community now, especially we're now in the age of Aquarius. We are actually moving into that community development and how we can share and create something larger to help people in different kinds of groups. I think that when we point our nose in our compass in that direction, I think it's going to expand from there. I felt the same thing. I don't really know what it feels like for me at this time about communities, but I've seen myself doing something in a community way to help others. Um, yeah, yeah. And I think my North Node, if you do astrology, I don't know much about astrology, so don't ask me on that one. My North Node is in Aquarius as well during the time of that now age Aquarius. So I think that for me is to find empowerment in my voice in a group setting. I'm very shy and introverted, actually, and I'm very good at isolating myself and being alone. I think that I'm being pushed and called into being more into community. I think that I'm leaning towards women, being in leadership for women somehow, which is exciting. Not sure how that's playing. I'm just getting hits here and there. Um, yeah, that matching the earth energy, that's really cool. Uh, I think, okay, so that's a good question. Will money start to more prevalent for those helping others? Money is not going to be the focus. That is the old matrix thinking, money being focused. If you are focusing on your truth, you're being authentic, and everything is coming from the heart, I think you'll be just taken care of. This is the new energy where I believe you're going to be taken care of, and everything will feel abundant because it comes from your heart. So that's a good question. Big changes even now, yeah. I think many of us are really seeing the truth of who we are right now. I have had so many meltdowns in 6 months, so much fear, so much, I don't know who the heck I am. I feel like a baby. I'm just learning all over again. Leanne says, lots of changes for me with a 5 personal year in 2024. I'm looking forward to some harmony balance coming in. Oh yeah. Yeah. The 5 year is a hard year to be in for sure. I found it the most challenging. But that is where your biggest learning is in the 5 year. Uh, so yeah, some quiet would be nice for you. I think 6 is a less of a doing year as well. I'm a Cancer sun sign also, yet having a Aquarius moon, so I'm being to participate too with the collective future. I think you should find out where your Aquarius is in your chart. I think there's many of us finding that we were actually supposed to be doing with being the Pluto in Aquarius, where we are all like being called to be coming together a lot more. Doesn't matter at what sign you are, I think we are generally, that's where we're heading right now, is to see where we fit. So try to think for now. That's why I did this live for today. I think figuring out, not feeling who we are right now, um, and where our heart fits will actually give us hints of what we are supposed to do. Inspired action. I'm just going to go back to inspired action. If every day you're moving from your heart and you're moving through inspiration, and sometimes that means doing nothing, because choosing to do nothing is still doing something. Does that make sense? If it's your time to sit and do nothing. I've often known that if you don't sit down and do nothing, when you're being called to, the universe has a way of making you sit down and do nothing. So lovely to see. Oh, nice to see you, Blair. Thank you. A 7 year. That's a hermit year. It's also a very spiritual number year. Yeah. So you're gonna also have a quiet year. Inner wisdom. Digging deep into your inner wisdom, seeing some truths about yourself that you have been learning a lot about. And I think in a 9 year, that's a really good energetic number to be in. Is that what is a 919? I'm not sure where the 19 is coming from. If the 19 is yours, then you always break it down. So the 9 year if you're saying 2025 is your nine, if our global number 9, and 19 is what yours ended up. So you add 9 + 1, which equals 10, which breaks down to 1. So yes, you're in the exciting newness year. Yeah. So with all that being said, I am wondering, would anyone like a card being pulled for them and see what comes up? First, I would love to do that if anyone wants to. Oh, 9th month, 19th day. So 9 + 1 is 10, + 19 is 20. That's a 2, + 9 is 11. I think it's a 2 year for you. Okay. Ninth month, 19th day. 9 plus 1 is 10, 19, 21, 21, 23, 28. Yeah, it's a 2-year. Okay, let's start with blissful gangster, because you said yes first. There's your card, blissful gangster. Imagine. Okay, I am doing everything from my intuition right now. I will use my glasses to read if I want to when the card comes up. So imagine. I think this for you is just imagine the possibilities. Create a vision. Look in your mind's eye. What do you see your life being like? And I'm going to do this for 2025. What do you envision for yourself in 2025? What do you imagine? And keep imagining, like, you are beautiful. You have a vision that is amazing, that is waiting to come out and be shared with the world. So imagine, and don't play small. Don't play small is what I hear. You are bigger than small, for sure. Some of us say, I just want enough to do this. If that is not some you, if you want something else that's larger than that, be larger than that. Imagine larger than that, and that's 100% okay. We are humans on Earth, and we are supposed to experience the physical reality. We can want things. It's okay. So dream big. Imagine your life bigger than you think in your imagination. So that's my message for you. Um, and let's see. Let's see. Whoop, almost. A little card for fork in a road. So it looks like that you are going through something to make a decision. What I see in the decision is that there's nothing wrong with either one. Don't think that your decision would be the wrong one, as it's whatever decision you choose is supposed to be the decision. So whatever it is that you're trying to choose for 2025, pick one and work with it. And you can always change your mind. That's the beauty of being human. We have choice. Yeah, so I think I think there is a decision that you are trying to make, and it's okay. Like, be okay, 100% be okay with whatever decision you make out of your fork in the road. Both forks will end up being where you need to be, and is always possible to lead you exactly to where you want and to where you desire. It's just a different road there. There are no wrong roads. So that was for Anne. Let's go with Leanne now. So glad to see you too, Birdsong. Thank you for being here. Thank everyone for being here. I so appreciate all of you. This is so much fun. I should have done this a long time ago. And Leanne, yours is loud because it flew out. All right. Okay, co-create. This is just for you to remember that you're not the only one creating your destiny. Simply ask. When I say ask in that way, it's like sometimes we sit and we wonder what we are supposed to do. And it's okay to just sit quietly. Then say, I would like some help. You can ask whoever you wish to ask for help, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, the universe, whoever it is you want to ask for guidance at that time, whoever you call to, just ask. What do I need to know next? What do I need to do next? What should I do next? Any kind of question like that. And don't analyze the answer. Don't go looking for the answers or the messages that whoever's guiding you is giving the messages to. Just know that they are there and you will see them. It's so simple. And I'm gonna tell a little bit of story on that one. That's a great message for you, Leanne. Today I was watching Tarot Shit with Jimmy. I'm Cancer. His video for 2025. And I was thinking, oh, should I do the whole podcast thing, da 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 da? And that was my question. And in the middle of his whole like reading, he said something about he meant to say broadcasting, but he said podcasting. And I went, boom, right then and there. That was for me to hear. And the energy of the universe has given me something so I would hear it. So I got a big, loud yes to start podcasting. So that's amazing. And those are what I mean by messages. Sometimes when you just don't look and you kind of go, well, that's weird. Because I asked this morning, should I do a podcast? And I just left it alone. Didn't worry about it. And not even, it manifests so quickly now. Okay, and that's another thing with Age of Aquarius. Things are going to manifest so quickly. So be aware of where your focus is. Um, if you're going to ask questions and help from the universe. You sit back, ask the question you need to ask, sit back, do not analyze it, do not think about it, do not think of the possibilities of what could go wrong or what could go right. Don't think about it and let it be. And the answer comes to you so much quicker. This is what I've noticed with my life lately. It happens so much quicker. Um, it's so cool. Like when you start seeing that stuff, it's so cool. Okay, who is after Leanne? Mara. I hope I said your name right. Mara. Mara. What does Mara need to know for 2025? Okay. Oh my goodness. A lot. She popped right back in. There we go. Oh, you got the same thing. So go back and listen to what I said to Leanne. It is, what are the chances out of all those cards? Same message. And I gave a ton of information. You'll have to go back to rewind it a little bit. Exactly the same message about the universe and co-creating and just asking. Simply ask, what do I need to do next? What do I need to know next? And then just let it be and let it manifest in however it's supposed to manifest so that you can see it. So you can be guided to your next, where you're supposed to be next or what you're supposed to do next. So that is so funny. A bird song. Okay, let's see. And you're so welcome, Blissful Gangster. And you're welcome, Anne. And you're welcome, Leanne. Absolutely. My pleasure. A bird song. Like I'm not fooling this. I'm shuffle a lot until something stops me. A bird song. No place like home. So what I think with that is I think you're figuring out your definition of home in 2025. What does it mean? What does home mean to you? What does home mean to you? Does it mean that it is a place? Does it mean that it's a person? Um, does it just simply mean being in your heart in the moment and any given moment? What does home feel for you? Um, that is when you say there's no place like home. It is just simply figuring out for you what home, the definition of home means. And that could be anything. There's no right or wrong definition. It is a definition that feels right to you. Home is also through authenticity. So where it feels like you feel real, where you feel comfortable being you, where you allowed to be who you are. I'm hearing boundaries too, making sure that you are good with your boundaries. Um, you are allowed to be who you are. So I think that there's a voice in you that's trying to be expressed possibly because you haven't felt heard in the past. And this no place like home is coming up because you want to be somewhere where you feel that, where you're able to um, express yourself the way you would like to express yourself authentically. I hope that makes sense. That's just a whole bunch of stuff that came up when I joined to this broadcast, where I feel more energy and energy of joy. Oh, blessings. I love you guys. I think with the end of this, let's do a little bit of, I'll send a bit of Reiki energy to you. So for the next few minutes, things are going to get quiet. So make sure that you ground yourself and sit quietly. Take some deep breaths as I send you quickly some loving, pure light and Reiki energy. They'll begin now. I call my angels and guides to be here with me, sending love and energy for Reiki through the highest good of all that are here during this transmission. Let's bring light and peace to our hearts. Feel where you feel that in your body. If you're holding on to any resistance, take a deep breath, just acknowledge it and release your breath, knowing that everything was all right in this very moment. Everything is perfect in this very moment. There is nowhere else you need to be. You are loved and you are enough. You're an incredible being of light on this earth, and you are needed just to be there to shine your light. And however that shows up for you, whatever feels good in your heart. A nice, quick little Reiki session at the end of this beautiful connection that we've created today. I thank the universe for guiding me into this connection with you all, and thank the universe that has guided you all to connect with me through this transmission. I am so freaking grateful. My heart is full. So much gratitude. Mm, so beautiful. Ah, I just moved. Got a little emotional. I'm just so grateful. Just so grateful. Um, yeah. I really do hope that the universe allows me to create this space more often. Um, I'm sure I'll be guided into however it's supposed to happen. Yeah. No, you're so welcome, Leanne. You're all welcome. Yeah, thank you. That is going to be enough for today. I have a video that I already created, a new Reiki video. Like it's only about 10 minutes long now because I'm just, playing with what feels right in timing in those Reiki sessions. So, yep, it'll be up in the next day. So that being said, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Many blessings, and I wish you happy holidays. Um, and also Happy New Year. Hopefully, I get to see you before then. But a Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Great things are coming to all of us. I really, truly believe that. Uh, you're so welcome. And Birdsong was smiling and shed a tear. Thank you for this loving space. Oh, you're so welcome. I love that you were all here. All right, bye for now, babies. Love you.